Hello, hello, hello. I hope you are amazing. In fact, not just hello, hello, as someone sent me a message earlier. Hello, hi is my um, signature, can I say salutation? Ooh, big words. It's such a late hour. But I hope everybody's well. Can I tell you a little story? So I promised myself that I would um, basically record this video and post it. And you know what happens? We have plans and then other things happen. And I found that while I was trying to record this video, I was becoming very frustrated and very impatient. But I had made this promise to myself to basically have this video. So, what does Maria do in true Maria fashion? She's like, you know what? It's actually a good idea just to go live, then it's done. But the only thing with live is that there's no do-overs. It's just done. But if we think about it, that's also like what life is. There's no do-overs. It's no practice. You just do it. So I am just here to say hello, hi. I know it's been a long time. You have not seen me. I've been posting here and there, or I've been commenting here and there. But this is basically proof of life. I am here. I am here. I am here. And on this journey of coming back onto the socials, not just commenting and not just, snickering on the sidelines, and, saying my little 2 cents here, 2 rands there, $5 here, $1 million there. I wanted to come on here and actually share some information, share some knowledge, drop some gems. And, you can use them or not use them. That's perfectly fine. I'm still going to do what I need to do, which is impart knowledge as much as I can. So on this journey coming back, I didn't want to just come back and be like, hi, I come back. I wanted to come back with, a lot of the things that I've been working on, but also a lot of the insights, a lot of the development, a lot of the challenges, a lot of the struggles that I've personally experienced as well. And I needed to start from the beginning because I really haven't posted in the longest time. And because also I wanted to record this video, I also felt like it might be a little bit longer than just the allotted time that I thought it was going to be, maybe a little 2 minute thing. It's not going to be 2 minutes. So I know it's late, and you're all probably thinking, why is she doing this so late? Well, so that I can actually, say that I did it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be done. And that's the promise I said to myself. And I'm not going to let myself down. So here we are. Anyway, so one of the things that I've been doing is obviously working with different clients from different places, and I'm seeing a common theme. And I wanted to share this theme is that a lot of my clients are struggling with clarifying who they are and their identity. And as a seasoned marketing professional, I know how important it is to know who you are and what you're about because that impacts your messaging, your presence, and ultimately how you will be perceived. So I want to challenge you guys a little bit. Or is it a challenge? I don't know. I don't think it's so much a challenge. Let's just say I I want you to take on this exercise, this new thinking. So I'm going to start with a few questions and roll with me as we go through this. So I would like to take this time to ask you as a coach, do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? And when I was preparing for this message, I must say that God has been instrumental in this message. So you are going to be hearing a lot more about how He's been so instrumental in how I am now doing things. So let's go. And when I was preparing for this message, actually, I was in the lounge and I was looking on Netflix something to watch, and he made me come to this movie, Overcomer. And in this movie, he was now sharing with me, these a little bit of the notions of what I wanted to speak on. I was like, look at God. So I want to share this with you. They've said this in the movie, but if you're a follower of Christ, you would identify with this, and that your identity is tied to whatever you give your heart to. That's what we probably all kind of understand. It's your values, your beliefs, your personalities. But the one question that really made me also take a step back and like, when I want to come back onto the socials, what do I want to be my main thing? What do I, not just what do I want to be known for, but I believe it's what do I want to impart? What knowledge do I want to share? And this next part was, so what have you allowed to define you? For the longest time, I've allowed my work to define me. I've allowed what other people have said about me to define who I am. And we go into coaching sessions and we hear people say, oh, what do you want to be? Even when we ask kids, and it started from a very young age, what do you want to be when you grow up? We even ask coaches, what kind of coach do you want to be? And I think we need to step back and go back to, you know, what is your identity though? Because your identity is uniquely you, and there's no one else like you. And there's one Dr. Seuss saying that comes to mind also because I remember my younger sister actually put it up in her son's room, and it says, what's this word? I hope I remember. It's a you. Today you are you, and there's no one in the world that is youer than you. And that's so true because there's no other copy of who you are. It's just you, and you are uniquely you. So it's so important in identifying your identity. Sounds like a tongue twister. You get to bring your whole authentic self to your work. So, how do you want to show up as a coach? Do you want to be warm and nurturing, or are you more direct? I think I'm a combination between the two. Um, what principles guide your approach, and what style are you going to portray, and what is your philosophy, and how clear are you going to be in delivering that, in encompassing that, or in also answering those questions. Then you can communicate it through your branding and messaging so clients can know what to expect. So just a little bit about my story. um, I am a child of God, and but I didn't realize until very recently that not having clarity in who I am in Christ was affecting how I can show up for my clients. This has led to so many disasters along the way. Ultimately, I hadn't allowed God control in my business. So, I mean, I felt that, he had a lot on his plate. Um, but the reality was, I wasn't comfortable with playing. I was comfortable, sorry, not that I wasn't. I was comfortable with playing small and accepting without discernment who to work with. And this is not the plan I realize now recently he set out for me. I need to be clear on who I am and who I want to, what I want to be portrayed as, how I'm going to be doing my work, and who I'm going to be working with. Because when you have clarity in your identity, it makes it easier also for your messaging and offer, right? So I utilize a framework that will allow for you to express who you think you are, who you feel you are, and who you believe you are in complete alignment. And one of my favorite sayings, which I saw in the first Matrix movie, yes, I am a movie buff, it says Temet Nosce. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly because it's Latin, and I never took Latin because by the time I got to the high school, Latin was no longer there. But anyway, Temet Nosce. And it's Latin for know thyself or know yourself. And that's something that it's been in my mind, in my being for many years. And I've been watching Matrix movies like all the time. So know thyself, know yourself, know yourself. But ultimately, that was still coming back to, but who are you in Christ? Who does God say I am? And if I believe what He says I am, I need to show up as what He says I am and serve those I am meant to serve in that way. So, who you are as a coach is a complete superpower. Don't hide it. Be bold, and authentically share your unique identity. When you fully inhabit your coaching self, you attract people who can best help while achieving greater fulfillment. It has been a joy to come back, however brief, in this live video, which I don't know who will see this, but whoever does, yay. Um, and on this journey that I'll be sharing with you also in terms of personal branding and marketing, I want you to start with knowing who you are and what you want to achieve and how does that translate into the message and how you want people to perceive you. And if you need any help, you can always drop me a DM and let's get started in terms of building a bankable brand because that is my passion and I will be so thrilled to help you on that journey. Well, this was fun. Also nerve-wracking, but I'm so glad it's done because I've been on this promise to myself like it may not be perfect, but it needs to be done. So I'm glad this is done. Yay! It's been a bit nerve-wracking, but hey, faith over fear. Have a good night.